Roberto Legaspi del Rosario was a Filipino entrepreneur best known as the patent holder of the sing-along system, a type of karaoke appliance he developed in 1975. From his entrepreneurial initiative to patent a karaoke system first, he became the inventor of the karaoke. Clara Lim Salianco was a Filipino chemist who made her mark in biochemistry, organic chemistry, molecular nutrition, and genetic toxicology. Lim Salianco's work centered on mutagens. These are the substances that cause mutations or changes in DNA strands. She also researched the substances that prevent or reverse mutations caused by other mutagens called anti-mutagens. Clara Lim Salianco was part of the National Institute of Science and Technology between 1970 and 1973. She spent most of her time at the Research Institute studying what happens inside cells when they are exposed to certain chemicals. For her significant contributions to science, Clara Lim Salianco became one of the people to receive the National Scientist title in her country. Dioscoro L. Umali was a Filipino agricultural scientist born in Laguna, Philippines. He was one of the people to receive the National Scientist title. This was distinction held only by the top scientists. Umali's work focused on how plants grow and adapt to environmental changes. He also studied how economic plants can be grown more effectively. Dioscoro L. Umali was particularly interested in corn and rice. These were two staples of Filipino cuisines. The plants are heavily dependent on irrigation for successful cultivation. Julian Banzon was a Filipino biochemist noted for his research on alternative fuels. He is also famous for extracting residual coconut oil from the fruit. Banzon completed his bachelor's degree at the University of the Philippines and went on to earn a PhD at Iowa State University. In 1988, he received the National Scientist Award for his pioneering work with ethyl esters. Banzon focused on these esters as a renewable energy source because of their low carbon footprint. Ethyl esters were also easy to produce from natural resources like coconuts or sugarcane. Julian Banzon's research paved the way for future innovations in alternative fuel sources that could help reduce our reliance on fossil fuels while also protecting our environment. Geminiano de Ocampo was a medical scientist who was best known for being the first person in the Philippines to diagnose and treat eye problems. He founded the Ocampo Eye Hospital in 1952. This was the first Philippine eye hospital. He started the hospital because he wanted to help poor Filipinos get eye care. It is still an important part of Filipino healthcare today. De Ocampo also designed a corneal dissector that allowed him to improve corneal transplant surgery. Today, we use a similar tool in our practice. His design remains an important innovation that helped revolutionize corneal transplant surgery. Alfredo Lagmay was a Filipino psychologist notable for introducing behavioral studies to psychology. He is also known for his contributions to hypnosis and relaxation techniques. But perhaps his most important contribution was his research on how to change people's behavior and how that could help treat mental illnesses. His work helped establish behavioral therapy as a valid treatment option for those conditions. This was an important development because, until then, hospitalization and electroshock therapy were the only available options. What's even more impressive about Lagmay's work is that it came at a time when attitudes towards mental health were not particularly positive or accepting. Lagmay won the highest honor for Filipino scientists in 1998. The Philippine government awarded him the National Scientist Honor for his work. Gavino Trono Jr. is a Filipino marine biologist dubbed as the father of Capapicus farming. He was conferred the rank of National Scientist of the Philippines for contributions to the study of tropical marine phycology, focusing on seaweed biodiversity. Trono led the assessment of several coastal areas in western Mindanao as potential sites for seaweed farms and discovered 25 new marine benthic algae. He also established the largest phycological herbarium in the country. Eduardo Gomez was born in the Philippines in 1938. He studied biology at St. Mary's University of Minnesota and the University of California, Berkeley, where he earned a PhD in marine biology. Gomez spent his whole life protecting the coral reefs and other marine resources in the Philippines. He led the initiative of replanting corals. Only 30 scientists have ever won the National Scientist of the Philippines Award. Eduardo Gomez was one of them. Gregorio Zara was a scientist and engineer from Southeast Asia. He is best known for inventing the videophone, which he patented in 1955. Born in Batangas, Philippines, he grew up with a passion for science and technology. He earned his bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in 1926. After taking a graduate course in aeronautical engineering in University of Michigan, Zara moved to the University of Paris to study physics. In 1930, he graduated with his PhD as one of the most widely known Filipino inventors. Zara patented 30 devices. He received the National Scientist Award for his work on various devices that make communication easier for people. He made a plane engine that ran on alcohol. He got him a lot of attention in the scientific world. Fed Del Mundo was a pediatrician with a passion for the welfare of children. Born in Manila, she was the first Filipino woman to be named a national scientist. Del Mundo is best known for revolutionizing the healthcare system in her country. Her career spanned 8 decades. She established the Philippine First Pediatric Hospital, the Children's Medical Center. Fidel Mundo also served as president of several medical organizations, both in the Philippines and internationally. Her career is an example of how one person can make a huge difference in the life of many. Her contributions to medicine are evident even today.